Hey guys, Ron on Chain. Sorry for the runny nose, a little sick, but I got invited to a advanced screening of Man Down, Shia Labeouf's upcoming film. I am excited to see this film, though I'm concerned. From what I've heard, is that first of all, I did not do a reaction towards the trailer. I apologize. Someone has shown me the trailer, and I was just shocked out of what I saw out of LaBeouf, and I was hooked into watching it. And when I got these passes, I was excited. And but I had heard that this movie might take place in a post-apocalyptic world. That concerns me, and I hope that does not become a big issue. And I hope they focus more on what's happening in Shia LaBeouf's character. What's happening in his mind? What's his emotions? What is he going through? And hopefully you guys enjoy it. So stay tuned. See you guys in a little bit. So guys, we just got out of Man Down screening. Fucking A. I was shocked that this film at first threw me off, but it did it intentionally, and then midway towards the film, it all kind of started making sense and whatnot. For starters, Shia LaBeouf, I think he did a good job. He got into the role. Same thing with the supporting cast. Gary Oldman just pushing him to talk about PTSD. Also, what else? So I'm sorry, guys. I have some allergies. Let's go with Junis, who's right now here with me. He's kind of dark. Do you have some light for yourself, sir? Oh, there you go. He's not that dark. So, Junis, what did you think of the film? Because I'm trying to recover.
Man, I thought this film was emotional. PTSD is not something to fuck with. And, this film brought it out. A lot of people don't realize that many of the men and women who come back home, some of them have gone through some things, have seen some things that other people, wouldn't even imagine of seeing.
Yeah.
And it's true, there are many people with PTSD, there are many suicides from veterans, and this movie just brought it out. It hit it right in the spot.
And that's not even based on somebody who that this and this happened. They just wrote it out of facts, people they probably talked about, and they just made it a good story, in my opinion. It's gonna be spoilers, guys. I don't know how to talk about it without spoiling stuff, so it's gonna be spoilers. First of all, I didn't react to the trailer just because I had seen it through a friend of mine. Oh, thank you. And I thought I was hooked with the trailer, but it confused me when someone added that it might take place in a post-apocalyptic world, which I'm like, no, that's fine. What I saw from the trailer, the PTSD, how he's handling what happened, what did he see, what did he do, that's enough. Let's just don't bring Armageddon to it. And the film started with Armageddon. He comes in and he gets his kid out, boom, and it just goes back to normal. But the way they use the post-apocalyptic world, that the movie cuts back from before the traumatic stress started, before the incident that they called in the film, that what happened to him. It cuts to that, to while it's happening, and then what's the side effects, what are the aftermath of it. They cut back and forth, and I think we both agreed that was something we dug, that we were like, okay, he's telling the story, he's talking to the counselor, but you're seeing it visually that he loved his son, his brother in arms. They explain how did he met him when they lived in the same block. His parents kicked him out. My family took him in. Boom, simple. And they used the post-apocalyptic world to show us through Shia LaBeouf's characters, drummer, right? That's his name, drummer.
Yeah.
That his world is like it's Armageddon. Like there's, it's done. No one's alive. He's just him by himself. And then the big revelation at the end is that everything's okay. It's just his
mind's
his mind is like
hasn't come back all the way.
like yeah. And a lot of people, I think this film might be controversial because people don't want to, maybe some people don't want to talk about it, or just different points of view.
There's going to be a lot of mixed feelings.
Yeah, which is understandable. But as someone who was not in the army, as someone who does have friends who are in the Army Reserves.
Well, let's put it this way. If we don't go, let's talk about the cinematography now.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think it was beautiful.
I think it was
pretty
good.
Beautiful. They captured even the background, not just capturing just like how, like there's a scene where King Mara's character's Shia Labeouf's character's wife, she's cutting the Shia Labeouf's hair, and you could just feel that they're in love, and he's getting ready to go train or join the Marines, and that there's just this bond, and it's in a room, and it's in a bathroom, and you don't have to show all of it, but it's just like him and her just looking at each other through the mirror. And I thought that was brilliant. I thought, what else can I say? Like, even just showing the apocalyptic world, you see him walk through it.
Yes.
Like, I'm not worried about like disease. I just see him walking and capturing his own neighborhood, just fucked up. His house is practically abandoned. I thought it was pretty good. What did you think of it? What was something that was like, ooh, I love that shot?
I love the post-apocalyptic shots. That were amazing. The shots where he's breaking into the house to retrieve his son. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I thought was pretty good. The lighting was great. It was not bad, but it was good. It gave it the feeling that it was supposed to have.
Yeah.
Of that, like if he's going to rescue somebody.
Yeah. To me, the therapy scenes when he's in a room, he's in a fuck, what's it called? Like an RV, basically, sort of. And it's him and his counselor, I guess. And it's just, you see him just sitting down, just contemplating like that he doesn't want to be there. You could tell he doesn't want to be there. He's not saying much. You hear his shoes rusting down. Like he's like, fuck, I don't want to be here. And it just captures Gary Oldman just staring at him, being like, he knows he's been through stuff. He has it on file, on record, but he wants to see and hear it from drummer's point of view, from like himself. The way it was dense, that room, I loved it. I love how it was.
The shots were good.
Uh-huh.
I mean, when you think about it, though, what was the point of the counselor if he didn't come back good? But that doesn't matter right now.
Okay.
I guess it'll be the opinion of the viewers.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about the supporting cast. A lot of people don't like Jay Courtney. I think he was good in this film for what he didn't have much to say, to do, but with what he did, fair enough. It was
who
good.
else we can talk about? The kid.
Yeah.
That was really good acting.
Holy,
for his age, that was
bravo.
Great acting.
I hope fame doesn't consume him and he doesn't end up being one of those kids that the drugs and all that. I thought that was good.
Home Alone.
Yeah, Home Alone.
Yeah, no, he did very well.
Yeah.
For his age.
Kate Mara, the wife.
Oh man, she's great. She did amazing.
Well,
she showed love. She showed fear. She showed emotion into the role. She wasn't just saying words out of a paper.
Yeah.
She was
his wife,
Mrs. Drummer.
And then spoiler again at the big climax. I think it was towards the climax. Drummer PTSD is because he and his fellow Marines went to go. I think they were fixing a Jeep, and they got ambushed. Mm-hmm. He went in to go secure a building that was ambushing them. He thought this room was cleared. They keep bringing up the room or the incident. He thought it was cleared by the time his fellow Marines came in. they got shut up, and he didn't get shut up. That breaks him. And then what breaks him the most, and I still kind of wondering whether it was before or after. I think it was after. Was that in that scene while his friend got shut up. His friend got shut up, and all I could have remember him saying or hear him saying was, "I'm sorry." And I remember saying, like, why is he sorry? And it cuts to another scene of him like checking his friend's voicemails and whatnot, and all you see is just conversations between his friend and his wife. Which I thought you could hear the audience going like, "Oh, what the hell?"
I think the emotion came though when, well, see, let's not talk about, let's stop giving spoilers.
Okay.
And let's just talk about. We already talked about the
Overall feel.
cinematography.
Yeah.
We already talked about. Let's talk about the screenplay. What do you think about that?
I am not a Marine. I am not a fellow. I'm not in the Army. I'm not in any branch of the military. But from what I've heard of pep talks and film adaptations, the language that the trainings, the sergeants were training them, they did it. I wasn't surprised by it all. You motherfuckers think you're here for one reason, and all that stuff. I thought it was a good mix. Everyone has their own opinion about Shia Labeouf, and we were talking about before we saw the film. Even Stevens, Holes, Lawless, the first Transformers, and there was another film, Fury, were the benchmarks of like what Shia Labeouf is as an actor. Say what you will about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and the rest Transformers and Eagle Eye and all that stuff, but I thought for Shia LaBeouf, it was a great screenplay. Now, people might not like the film, but for an actor, I think this was a great screenplay, and he did an outstanding performance, in my opinion.
Yeah? I as well think. Yep.
They wrote it out
I say it better myself.
They wrote it out, and to me, this is because the thing with PTSD, you could see it through multiple different layers, different perspectives. Happened because of this, because of their childhood, because of this, because of that. But this was just one simple point of view. And I thought it was excellent. I thought it was excellent. Like I said, they fooled me into thinking that it was going to take place post-apocalyptic. We were going to get District 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
Nope.
I thought the same thing.
And when I saw that, like, the revelation, I was like, wow. Part of me was like, thank God it wasn't like an actual, like, it was something really happened. And then part of me was like, damn, that was amazing.
You know what this reminded me of? You know those like short PTSD videos you see on Facebook or YouTube, where it shows that like a war zone and it's in your home.
Yeah.
You know, this is like one of those, except it's been extended.
Like that scene in American Sniper when Bradley Cooper's character he's sitting in his living room and all you just hear is gunshots. You hear gunshots. You hear rifles, you hear explosion, and the guy's just in his living room, just sitting down. But you hear it as an audience, and you're just imagining, and you could tell that that's all in his head. That's all he hears.
Yep. Or the same thing when he's getting, his tire changed, and all he remembers is the drill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great film to go see this weekend.
Yeah. What I could say to people is that come into it open-minded.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't come in and be like, it has to be like this. It has to be open-minded, because for those who unfortunately experience PTSD, it might be different. I can't judge and I can't know, because I haven't gotten it. It's a horrible thing to know, but who knows if everyone experiences it the same way or in different multiple ways. I think that's the only thing I could say about the film, is that we liked it.
Another thing before we move on, and I want to state this, that you or anybody if you have a loved one, a relative, anyone that might be suffering from PTSD and or might be considering suicide as their only option, you can check below on the video, and we will have I'll make sure that Miguel puts the number of the suicide prevention hotline.
Yeah.
In case you or anyone you know might need it.
Yeah, I'll definitely put it. But it was a great film, guys. That involved an important topic that I don't think a lot of people don't see this. And I told this to Eric that I'm not a guy that's pro-war and pro-military, but at the same time, I do know that people have different beliefs and are willing to risk their lives for it. And I think they should come back with open arms, and not be shoved to the end. But give it a back to the film. Give it a rating. What would you rate it out? I would give it an 8 out of 10, 8, 9 out of 10.
You know what? I'll have to give it a 10 out of 10 because this wasn't really just because action movie or horror movie, comedy. No, this was information. This is great information for people who don't know what PTSD is.
That's what concerned me. That's what I'm like. I hope they don't try to milk it out as an action movie.
No.
Excellent film. But that's gonna be it for this spoiler review, guys. We can go into it for a while, but I just think that to put in a few lines, I think we pretty much said what we thought about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But definitely check out this film. Check it out. If you like the review, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. I'm your host for the Movie Night Reviews, Run Unchained, and my dark friend is Junis. Say goodbye.
Yeah, I'm Junis. All right, guys. Have a good one.
We'll see you guys in the next movie review. Take care.
Bye.